Hola, welcome to Fan for Spanish Materials. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to give instructions with the impersonal se. So first of all, let's remember what impersonal se means. This was studied in the survive level, but we're going to do a tiny review here. So, the impersonal say is a word that we use for actions that are done by anybody in a community. There is not a specific person who is doing the action. It's not like you eat, I eat, we eat, they eat. No, it's like people eat, like everybody eats. Yeah. So now that we know this, uh, we are going to use it. We use it for example, when we say in Mexico people eat tacos. So we were saying en Mexico se comen tacos, or in Mexico people drink tequila. So in Mexico se toma tequila or se bebe tequila. So we put all this se and then the verb in the third person conjugation, which is what we're going to have here. So en Argentina se baila tango. So baila is the verb to dance, bailar, but it's conjugated for the third person. Yo bailo, tú bailas, él baila, ella baila. So this is the one we are using. En Argentina se baila tango. Now, we use this impersonal set to talk about habits in communities, like things that everybody does, yeah. But also we use this to give instructions or to give um, for example, and something that happens a lot is to do it with recipes, cooking recipes. So we have here, for example, a recipe to make sunny side eggs. So, how to make sunny side eggs? So, instead of saying you put the eggs, you break them, you turn on the stove and all the stuff, we're gonna use instead an impersonal way to give these instructions. So you're gonna say uh, like first one here, se enciende el fogón. So el fogón is the stove. So this phone, the stove it's on kind of. I'm not saying you do it. It's just impersonal. Yeah. Se pone una sartén en el fogón. So here, well, here we turn on the stove. Se pone una sartén en el fogón. Here is to put. Sartén is a pan on the stove. Yeah. Who's doing it? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's doing it. It's a generalization. After that, se echa un poco de aceite en la sartén. So echar is like to toss something. So se echa un poco de aceite en la sartén. So you just toss a little bit of oil on the pan. Se abren los huevos. Here there is something peculiar. We are using an N, right? Se abren. Why we're doing se abren? Because los huevos are plural, yeah? Y se ponen en la sartén. We are talking about the eggs are plural, therefore we are using an N here. So, se echa un poco de aceite. We use echa without the N because oil is singular. Se pone una sartén en el fogón. We are using se pone because una sartén is singular, a pan. Se enciende el fogón, the stove is singular, but in this case is se abren los huevos y se ponen en la sartén. So because it's the eggs, you have to put an N here. Okay, después de 3 minutos, like after 3 minutes, se agrega un poco de sal. Agregar is to add, so we are using here se agrega un poco de sal. It's like to add a bit of salt. And at the end, se retiran los huevos. Again, se retiran with an N because we are talking about the eggs, plural, right? Y se sirven en un plato. And you serve them, not you, like they are served uh, on a plate. So that way we are talking about a lot of instructions, in an impersonal way. Y por último, it's like the last thing, se apaga el fogón. Apagar is to turn off. Here, se apaga el fogón is like the stove is turned off. So, as you can see here, all of these verbs were conjugated in the third person. Yeah. Third person can be singular and plural, right? So we have the it, but you also have the they. So when it's singular, you just put the verb conjugated for third person singular. Se enciende, se pone, se echa. But if it's plural, you just add the n. That's all you gotta do. So that way you can give instructions with the se. Why do we give instructions with the say? Because it's an impersonal thing. I'm not telling like you do that. I'm not telling her like her doing that. No, it doesn't matter who does it. It's for everybody. Yeah. There are also some expressions like eso no se hace. It's like nobody does that, or you shouldn't do that kind of thing. It's like a telling off situation. Like mommies say this a lot. ¿Cómo se dice? How how do you say? It's like when you have to say thank you. Like people say ¿Cómo se dice? It's like how does anybody say gracias? Then children say gracias. So it's like another kind of instruction, like with the impersonal say. So remember, now se is an impersonal way. It's a generalization. It means that everybody can do it. You don't have to use this a lot, but it's important to be aware of this. And also, yeah, how to practice this? Well, we are going to. Oh well, before this, don't confuse the se of the reflexive with this se. Yeah, the say of the reflexive, yeah, is a completely different thing. Yeah, because the reflexive say is for reflexive verbs. These verbs are not reflexive. These are normal verbs. They are all normal verbs. Yeah. The only thing that is happening here is that we are giving an instruction with the say. It means that anybody is doing this action, but these verbs don't necessarily are a reflexive verb. So it's don't get confused with that. Yeah. Um, Again, how do you practice this? So to practice this is going to be fun. We are going to pretty much have a look at some maybe just check a cooking recipe online. Yeah. Well, practice your flashcards and your writing first. Then check a cooking recipe online. Yeah. And make the dish. Pay attention to all the instructions with the impersonal se. So you're gonna find like a lot of instructions like se pone esto, se echa sal, se agrega aceite, se quita. Quitar is to remove. Se quita la tapa, like the lid. So pay attention to all these instructions with the se. And once you finish cooking and eating and doing all this stuff and paying attention to the instructions, you're going to write down your own and you're going to share it with the locals. So this is going to be your recipe, maybe some food from your country. That would be great. And you share it with the locals and with the locals in Spanish, of course. So have fun with this. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Hasta luego. Bye bye.